My whole life kind of started with my love of dance. For me, dance is pure joy, pure spirit. It ties me to my history. It's healed me. It's healed people around me. And it is just something that courses through your blood like DNA. Everyone who I feel shares a love of dance is doing it to connect to history. Because I think that any form of dance, if you know the history behind it, it can become more powerful. And it can also expose a lot of vulnerability. Like when I think about African dance, I go into my ancestry. The fact that my ancestors were what they say is stolen from Africa and brought to Jamaica. And, you know, the way that they preserved the culture that was taken from them was to put that into a dance art form. So when I'm doing those movements, it connects me in a way that's very visceral and sometimes can be very emotional. So I understand like just how I feel about certain subject matters through dance. So a lot with African dance is very grounded movements that is connecting us to the earth, because you're literally calling upon the ancestors that are coming through the ground into your body. So a lot of it is based on really connecting to your ancestry through movement that was done hundreds, thousands of years ago. Like in the style that I'm doing today, it's a Afro-Tribal style, and it's about celebrating things that were difficult that we've overcome. So a lot of the movements will be big or joyous or kind of like religious or spiritual, showing appreciation for just existence and having community. So my partner Paige, who will be dancing in the piece, she is very good friends with Binti, who is also like a partner in this and teaching African styles from Sierra Leone. And she has this beautiful, like intrinsic knowledge of movement that is from the continent itself. So that connection was just so important that all three of us are so in sync on a spiritual level, and to be able to share dance. I think that choosing, and it is a choice for me to do African styles of dance, is a way for me to celebrate my ancestry. It's a way to say that no matter how many times we've been oppressed as people from the African diaspora for being African, and no matter how many times people have tried to kind of strip us of our culture, is that choosing to do it and choosing to bring it forth and choosing to have that as a legacy through dance is everything. I think dance is a way for us to take the unseen and make it seen by transforming energy. Sometimes when we're dealing with very heavy political issues, like let's say, you know, the BLM movements or, you know, certain civil rights issues that the world is going through right now, sometimes we need something unifying that's not necessarily serious, that's not necessarily about just speaking our cause. Sometimes expressing it with your body can be even more powerful in moving as a whole unit, and also kind of like bringing joy to it. Like showing that even through the hardest of times, we can still share dance, we can share culture, we can again connect with different people who may not be from our background with this incredibly unifying, powerful medium.
Everything I touch will turn to gold. go.